Monday, and it can be a Marvel Monday because we just went to see Captain Marvel.
That's true.
It's very exciting.
Some might say Marvel.
Or Marvelous.
Miss Maisel.
Marvelous. This video will have spoilers because we can't stop ourselves, so deal with that.
Yeah, it's been like 3 days, so
yeah.
get on
Also,
it.
So, like,
just,
what are you doing?
Don't watch this video because we were late seeing this movie. So, and I avoided watching videos about it. You can too. Stop watching if you haven't seen Captain Marvel. But also, if you watch my channel and you haven't seen Captain Marvel, what's wrong with you?
Maybe Sarah just doesn't like Captain Marvel.
Yeah, we should stop being friends.
Who's Sarah?
Oh, from work.
Oh.
No, Davis.
Oh.
Oh.
No, Sarah Davis definitely likes Captain Marvel. She probably already saw the film.
I
Hi,
do know
Sarah.
that, Sarah.
I know.
There's so many Sarahs.
Anywho. Amanda and I don't care about the MCU.
I still enjoyed it though. I appreciated Captain Marvel because although I don't follow many things that happen in the MCU, it's mostly a prequel, so it was a good standalone story.
It is a good standalone story. And it was an origin story without being, like, too origin-y.
I liked the,
Like, it didn't feel very recycled, which is partially because Carol Danvers' story is kind of weird. So, like, it's can't feel recycled. She doesn't come about anything the way that anyone else does.
yeah, I like the timeline of the storytelling, I suppose. Like, the reveal of information is fun and interesting, and
I like that it starts out as like a superpowered being comes to Earth, a la Superman, but then it's not.
pew pew pew, dab dab dab, dab on him. Yeah.
I also like the way that, especially for people who don't follow Marvel a lot, so like you two, if I said Kree and Skrull, do you have any idea before this film what either
I
of
would
those
have
are?
said, you mean Red Skull?
Yeah,
Is that
okay.
a fun abbreviation?
Yeah. So this is fun for people who don't follow Marvel outside of this because the Kree have been in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. The Skrull haven't really been anywhere yet.
They're cool though.
The Kree have also been in Guardians of the Galaxy.
I was gonna say, I feel like I know who the Kree are, but I also get the Kree confused with the Green Martians in DC.
I haven't seen the second Guardians.
He's in the first Guardians. Ronan the Accuser, the guy who like is in the Hall of the Holographs in this film, is the guy who's like destroying worlds in the first Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, Ronan is definitely
But
a character that I knew.
it does sort of flip it so people who don't follow, like if you didn't watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., you would be like, oh, maybe the Kree are good guys, you know?
Yeah.
Like, and you really fight for that, and so that makes the turn when the Skrull is like,
I mean, just from a story standpoint, the opening sequence is her fighting some guy, and he's like very clearly like a mentor figure to her. And I went, this is gonna go one of two ways. Either he's gonna die or he's gonna be evil. And it is one of those.
Dies.
He dies.
Evil.
No. I also enjoyed, like, one of the things I like about Carol is that she's just
Gay.
doesn't care.
Oh.
Like, she has she just doesn't care at all. So she's sort of like
Or
Tony.
she does care, but her emotions are not a weakness.
I guess
That was a
that's
very
fair.
large underlying theme of the film, is we cut to all of these different times in her life when men were like, you can't do anything, you're too emotional. And then it's okay.
Yeah. And Carol, a big part of her character, especially in the comics, is that she just like will realize what she thinks is right and just do it and screw the consequences. And like it's one of the things that like sets her at odds with Captain America a lot, is because Cap like weighs things. So he's like, I believe this is right, and he is like immovable, like that's his big thing, but he also like weighs things and sees that like the balance should be this way or things like that. And Carol's just like, no, that guy's wrong and we should just destroy them. Straight up. And she also, like, doesn't take crap from anyone. Like, she's like Tony a little bit.
Like less of a jerk.
A different kind of jerk,
Less
I guess.
self-involved.
Yes.
I think.
Yeah, less self-involved. But like a similar, like, whatever, everyone can know I'm Captain Marvel. See if I care. You guys can know. I'm just gonna straight up tell everyone on this planet that I'm a creep. Like, first thing, who are you?
I'm a creep.
I'm a creep.
What?
Yeah, it just cracks me
What?
up. I love it. So I liked the way that was laid out. I thought that some of the women, like, you were too emotional or whatever, and she overcame that, was, like, heavy-handed at times, but I was maybe okay with it. I really liked the sequence where she was like, you're only human, and then that sequence that was in the trailer that you've seen, which is her, like, getting knocked down at various stages in her life, and then, like, standing back up. And I loved that sequence in the trailer, and I loved it even more in the movie. And I also loved that in the film, it was about her being human, and, like, humans getting back up, and not about her being a woman.
Yep.
So I liked that.
I feel like it would have been heavy-handed in an uncomfortable way if it was about her, like, being a woman, but because it was the humanity, like, thing, it felt
Powerful.
a little less, like, gross.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense. Like, I was waiting to be uncomfortable with how heavy-handed it was.
But it's inspiring. It's not trying to be inspiring to women. It's trying to be inspiring.
Yeah. And I liked that. And I also like how this film is just full of strong, awesome women without trying.
Although
like,
it should
Also
be gay.
Fury.
Yeah, okay, also Fury. But, like,
Goose.
Marvel is
Goose.
a guy in,
The comics.
yeah, well, some of the comic versions. So I liked that change because it doesn't matter, and it was nice. And I liked some of the, like, nods and throwbacks. I liked that Phil Coulson was in it.
Because I love Coulson.
Yeah, because we love Coulson.
Can we talk about Samuel L. Jackson for a moment?
Yeah, sure.
They deepfake, I'm guessing, they deepfaked young Samuel L. Jackson onto current
Okay,
Samuel L.
first off,
Jackson.
Clark Gregg also like that. He wasn't on film as much, so it was maybe slightly less disturbing.
Like,
It's weird.
I
He looked like a
couldn't-
plastic man.
He did look plastic.
Coulson looked weird. Fury looked mostly normal,
Yeah.
which was unsettling because I know what Samuel L. Jackson looks like. And I know what Samuel L. Jackson used to look like.
And he looked.
It was a good job. It
Yeah.
was weird.
It looked good.
It's definitely impressive. Like, technology's gotten, especially when I think about when they did that. Yes, that's exactly when they did Tarkin in Star Wars. Is that all in Rogue One? Yes,
Rogue
I think
One,
it
that's
is.
what it was. I was talking about the Carrie Fisher.
Oh,
at the
yeah,
very
that
end.
too.
That one was real bad. That was
Um,
very uncanny valley.
But, like, all of Tarkin's bits were, like, really uncomfortable.
yeah.
And he was done digitally. And I felt like this was way better. It was much more impressive. So I'm interested to see, like, where that can go in the future.
I mean, where it can go is that Stanley will never not be in a film.
Well, he's filmed a bunch of his
Yeah,
cameos.
but when that's
already.
over, it'll just be fake digital Stanley.
They'll just find like stand-ins for Stanley and then deepfake him on.
And they'll just
I
use,
like
like, pre-recorded bits of him to create whatever words he needs to say, if necessary.
So, on one hand, creepy. On the other hand, I'm in.
We'll be like, oh,
Identity theft is
look.
here.
Captain Marvel 8 is Stanley's first fake appearance. And we'll all applaud.
I did like how lit the audience was. They were applauding for things and, like...
So much. Although we were the only people who thought that one thing was funny that I don't remember now. So.
The Marvel logo instead of having clips from all of the different Marvel IPs
Oh,
was
yeah.
just all
It's
different cameos from Stanley.
Or like Stanley clips through the ages, which I really liked. I liked that a lot.
That's not what we thought was funny.
Yeah, that's true.
The way Amanda said that made it seem like they were like, in memorial, thanks Stanley, and we were like,
We were not.
We did have a moment that was like, is this the first movie since he's died?
And it is, although Once Upon a Deadpool was released after his death, and they also did a tribute to him in the post-credits that's really beautiful. You should watch it if you have a chance. So, the one thing that we have not discussed
is
yet...
Goose!
Yes.
The cat! This movie's gay.
What is
There are cats and ladies.
Okay, first off,
The person who has the
That
best
is
relationship with this
cat
Goose
is Fury.
Fury is a lesbian.
I'm not here for Megan's hot takes today.
No, me either. Goose is a cat, and you've seen him in the trailers. Maybe we won't spoil this. He turns into a lot more, and he's definitely the star of the film. And also I enjoyed that we discovered the reason that Fury lost his eyes because he got scratched by a cat.
In the eye.
Unexpected, but unexpectedly great.
It was amazing. And I don't know, there's probably a canon reason in the comics why he loses his eye. But
I think
whatever
they
it
get
is,
shot. Well,
this is better.
So Fury is a soldier, and originally, like, World War II era, and he gets shot.
Sure.
But that's when he was white, so, like, no one cares.
Coulson walks in and is like, sir, is it true that you lost your eye in this, like, crazy combat mission against the Kree? And he's just like, I can neither confirm nor deny
And
that
then the
story.
cat's like,
I love it. And I love that there's a mythos built around what is a cat scratch, and the idea that now, because Carol's coming back, she could just be like, oh, I see that cat scratch just and the entirety of the rest of the MCU can be like, but I thought that
Except isn't he dead now? Or
No.
did he dust?
Yeah, he dusted.
he
Okay.
dusted, but Goose is probably dead, guys.
No.
Well, I guess he's
He's an alien. We don't know.
Did the cat
Spoilers,
dust?
I thought we were saving that.
other things that bear mentioning is I love Maria Rambeau in this, but more than that, I love Monica Rambeau. And Monica
She's so
Rambeau
cute.
is one of my favorite comic characters, and like this little origin of her was great, and you can tell why she's gonna become such a bamf when she gets older. Monica Rambeau is awesome. High key support her.
Who did she become?
Carol's best friend.
Oh, okay.
Because, you know, she goes away for a bunch of years. And now Monica's an adult.
Does
Carol not age?
Right, not Kara, Carol.
Yeah.
That's what I was
Carol
gonna say.
Danvers.
I thought it was Kara.
Kara's Supergirl.
Yeah.
Kara Danvers is
Is
Supergirl.
Are they related?
Supergirl is DC, babe.
Yeah.
Very confusing.
That
Yeah.
is confusing.
Listen, Captain Marvel, there's also a Marvel in DC, so like, it does get confusing. Anyway.
Does she not age? She's human.
She's
But
half
she's
human.
away in space, so does aging happen differently?
Well, she was human, but she has Kree blood. And Kree blood is what they use to bring Coulson back to life in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and like
How does she
completely
have Kree
repair his
blood?
body because
He-
remember she bleeds blue.
transfusion, she
Yeah.
bleeds blue now.
She didn't.
Because they were trying
Not
to
in the flashback.
they were
but-
trying to trick her into believing she was Kree. So Jude Law's character, whose name I've forgotten because I didn't care,
Stupid face.
like transfused his blood into her body.
So that's-
She bleeds blue over the course of the film. So she has Kree blood, and we know that Kree regenerate faster and they live longer. And they use Kree blood to bring Coulson back to life. So like I think that she just doesn't age because of that. But everyone on Earth probably ages. It'll be interesting to see how that plays out. And there just trying to think if there's anything else that I desperately wanted to talk about.
I love
Cuts.
the origin of her outfit.
Oh yeah, I did enjoy that too. Also, though, I mean, they made the wrong choice because that neon one.
That was amazing.
I also.
This isn't Tron.
No, but here's.
But
can
it
I just
could
discuss one of the things I was upset with was that Disney owns Tron and no one said running around wearing a suit from Tron, even though like it would have been known in the 90s, and also Disney owns Tron so they can make Tron references. Instead, he said wearing an outfit that looks like you're going to laser tag, and I was like, what
Laser
laser?
called a scuba suit at one point.
Yeah. So, and then no one made the Tron joke, and I'm, especially even when she was driving a motorcycle, like, missed
I like that
opportunities.
she just stole that guy's motorcycle.
She stole
an
A
extreme.
grunge outfit. It was like a 9 Inch Nails t-shirt and a flannel
yeah,
and like a leather
flannel.
jacket.
She's gay.
Megan, not everyone is gay.
No one is gay except Carol.
Anyway, I would say overall we enjoyed this film. It's going to rank pretty highly on my MCU list.
Me too.
Top of your list, Amanda?
Top 4.
What are they?
I don't know.
But this was one of them.
That is one of them.
Alright.
I like the first Avengers movie.
And I'm going to give it 5 out of 5 stars because it delivered on everything I wanted it to be, and I had a very good time. And
But only one Tron out of 10.
yeah, that's true. Alright, how about you guys?
Well, yesterday I did a out of 10
Oh, okay.
scale.
Yeah, so
for,
this out of 10.
Out of 10. If I gave Happy Death Day to you a 7, which I did,
Spoilers.
8.5.
Alright, Megan?
I'm
What are
gonna
you
give
doing
it.
out of?
I'm gonna give it 5 out of 5 Goose.
That's, it maybe is a 10 out of 5 Goose.
12 out of 10 Goose. That's my final answer.
Goose out of 10.
Tesseract out of confusion.
And with that, we'll see you tomorrow.
Hello.
Hello.
We saw Captain Marvel.
It was good.
I really, really liked it.
See you tomorrow.
Oh my god, stop.
Hello.
Stop. Stop.
Clever and listen. Today at work they played Under Pressure and I was sad.
Hey!
This has been a video.